The safety car continued leading the field as marshals cleared the remaining debris from the track. Inside the cockpit, drivers waited patiently, focusing on the moment the race would restart. Suddenly, the safety car lights switched off, signaling the race was about to resume. Every driver tightened their grip on the steering wheel, preparing for the restart. As the safety car pulled away, the race exploded back into action. Cars accelerated aggressively, fighting for position once again. One driver attempted a bold overtake around the outside of the corner. Another driver defended his position with incredible precision. 3 cars squeezed into the same corner in a dangerous battle. Inside the cockpit, the driver reacted instantly to every move. Sparks flew as the car attacked the curbs at high speed. The drivers pushed their machines to the absolute limit. Cars raced inches apart at unbelievable speeds. One driver used the slipstream to close the gap quickly. Heavy braking locked the tires, sending smoke into the air. From above, the track looked like a battlefield of speed. On the pit wall, engineers watched every second with tension. The driver adjusted the steering wheel settings mid-race. The car slid slightly while exiting the corner under pressure. A dramatic overtake happened deep in the braking zone. The crowd erupted with excitement in the grandstands. The race moved toward its final and most intense stage. Positions on the leaderboard continued to change rapidly. Cars pushed at maximum speed down the long straight. Over the radio, the team encouraged their driver to keep pushing. Another tight hairpin forced drivers to defend their positions. The battle for the podium became even more aggressive. Bright sparks flew underneath the car during high-speed runs. Inside the cockpit, the driver stayed completely focused. Helicopter cameras followed the action from above. One driver pulled off an incredible overtake around the outside. In the garage, pit crews watched nervously. The race leader began building a small advantage. The cars rushed through the final sector of the circuit. Fans stood up in anticipation of the final laps. Only 1 lap remained in this dramatic race. Drivers pushed their cars harder than ever before. The leader accelerated onto the main straight. The finish line was now just seconds away. Fans waved their flags and cheered loudly. The checkered flag waved as the leader crossed the line. Inside the cockpit, the winner raised his fist in celebration. The driver began the cool-down lap, greeting the cheering crowd. Team members in the pit lane celebrated wildly. The driver climbed out of the car after an incredible race. Moments later, the podium ceremony began. Champagne sprayed into the air during the celebration, lit up the sky above the racetrack. The winning team celebrated their hard-earned victory. Mechanics carefully inspected the car after the race. Media cameras surrounded the driver in the paddock. Fans captured the unforgettable moment on their phones. As the sun began to set, the track slowly emptied. The cars returned to the quiet pit lane garages. Teams discussed the strategy that changed the race. The circuit lights glowed in the calm night atmosphere. One racing car stood silently under the evening sky. The driver waved to the fans one final time. And the legendary race came to a dramatic end. Speed is everything. But focus is even more important. Every second counts, and one tiny mistake can change everything. The cars roar down the track, engines screaming, tires burning, sparks flying. Drivers push their machines to the limit, battling for every position. The first corner is always the most dangerous. One wrong move and chaos can strike. A spin, a crash, and suddenly the race is turned upside down. Other drivers react instantly, showing skill, courage, and quick thinking. Even in chaos, those who stay calm can make the best decisions. The crowd gasps, the marshals rush, and the safety car leads the field. Teams adjust strategies, pit crews move quickly, and drivers never give up. When the race restarts, every position is earned. Every overtake counts. The lesson is clear. In life, just like in racing, mistakes happen. But how you respond matters more than the mistake itself. Stay focused, stay calm, and never let chaos control your path. Because even in the fastest, most unpredictable moments, determination and patience lead to success. And in the end, the race is not just about speed. It's about resilience, skill, and courage.
Gap to Hamilton is closing, tyre temps rising. Copy that. Prep for box this lap. How's the balance on the new wing? Stable, but we'll tweak the camber. Good. Check the rear too.